CA, thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at the point. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Jones. And it's Cantor in at center. Now here's Murray. Ball's knocked loose. And Jokic slams it in.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Jones, the pass to Cantor. Lillard way outside. The long-distance three is buried. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Murray surveying the D. To the middle. Takes it from 10.
Nice contest by Kanter that time. It's a portion of his game he's improved on. Effort on D.
Jones drives in, and Jones slams it in.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's Jokic. Porter kicks to Murray. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Lillard against Murray. Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely. Plays it up and banks it in.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start the night.
Murray against Jones. Murray the pass to Bol. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bol's understanding of when to look for his next level.
Murray against Lillard. Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Murray. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Morris finds Rivers. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Not going to go that time. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and lead. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Now, here is Morris. Kicks it out to Gordon. Puts up a 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Gordon understands the importance of stretching the floor. And he remains a capable three-point shooter.
Pass to Giles. McCollum outside. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
35 seconds left to play in the first. Morris outside, and there's the pass to Rivers. 6 to shoot. Back to Morris. The 3. Kept alive. Here's McGee. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
Trailblazers leading by 3. And here's McCollum. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Trailblazers lead by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Paul Millsap. Rivers out there with Monte Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. Anthony drives in, and the shot is good. Anthony's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Taken away by Anthony. Hollis Jefferson passes to McCollum. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now Gordon. McGee up top. Morris outside. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Rivers kicks to Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And here's Morris for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but you can't get anything to fall.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Hollis Jefferson passes to Carmelo. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Passes it to McGee. Back to Morris. Anthony with the defensive effort.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Giles. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Little. And Jones subbed in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
Murray the pass to Porter. Bol dishes to Porter. Bol with it. Looking on Nurkic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the shot goes in. Bol's got his second bucket.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Pass to Cantor. Here's Lillard. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
From 11 feet away, and Denver again with the bucket.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Now here's Jones. Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
Lillard with no one around. Up again. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 14 points and 1 assist. And that's a wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Damian Lillard out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Cantor in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Barton, Bol, and the rebound by Nurkic. Jones, the pass to Covington, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barton. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Lillard. 17-point lead, their biggest. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And he commits the intentional foul. And McGee kicks to Bol. Inside, Porter passes to McGee. Now here's Murray. Hits the jumper in space. Murray's got 6.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Lillard. 14 points for him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Lillard. Bull making his last shot. From deep three-point range, it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 15. The reverse. And there's Murray on the assist by Porter. 8 points for him.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Outside, Covington. Clock at 6. Lillard with it. Out guarded by Murray. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive. His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 15-point game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Paul Millsap's checked in for Bull. Gordon comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now here's Millsap. Rivers can't get it to go. Here's Giles. He's guarded by Rivers. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And really, over the last few years, Millsap has really improved that outside shot. Now capable of stretching the defense.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Cullum passes to Hollis Jefferson. Back to McCollum. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Shot clock at 2. Anthony.
And Millsap with the focus there defensively, just stretching out to bother the shot.
And an intentional foul right there. .46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Morris passes to Gordon. Dishes it to Millsap. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Gordon. From outside, off the mark.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Here's Morris. Pass to Gordon. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And he makes both free throws.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Cullen passes to Giant. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Denver. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
On the wing, Morris. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Trailblazers leading by 14. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Aaron Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers in at the 2. Now here's Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose, but they'll get another chance. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 16. Denver shooting well. They're at 45%. Morris against Lillard. Morris dishes to McGee. He kicks to Rivers. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Back to Morris. And the pass to Gordon. Shoots over Covington. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And so here's Portland. Back to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Lillard missing.
1 made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The kick out to Porter. Pulls it up. And the jumper falls for him. Porter's got his first basket.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Lillard looking around. And Lillard throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Portland making their last shot. Lets it go from 11, and that one's good. Jokic.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Puts it up from 17. Here's Cantor. Here's Nurkic. Nails the baby hook.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Martin passes to Jokic. Murray with it. Jones covering. Jokic. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 16. Lillard outside. Down low. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 23 points.
All right, I'm telling you, don't let Lillard get in rhythm. Once he's feeling it, he's going to burn you on every possession.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets, trailing by 17. Wide open look here for Murray, hits the three-point bomb.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Murray against Lillard. From deep three-point range. And it's Lillard again missing. Murray against McCollum. Outside for Murray. Now here's Lillard. From deep. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Trailblazers focused as they walked into the locker room early. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Nurkic in at the 4 slot. Now here's Doncic. From outside, off the mark. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. Jones is running. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
There are very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
Doncic, no good. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Cantor. It's hauled in by Richardson. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Porzingis. Dallas, no good that time either. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Cantor dishes to Covington. Lillard surveying the D. From deep three-point range, Mavericks with the rebound.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Doncic with the bucket.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Lillard way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points so far. Now the Mavericks with it. It's a three-point game. Doncic outside. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Back to Richardson. Outside, Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. To the paint and stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Launches it. They get the rebound. Hits. Caught that one from Nurkic.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Not a fast start for the Mavericks. Trailing by 5. The pass to Porzingis. And here is Marjanovic. Doncic outside. Hardaway with it. Shoots over Cantor. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Good on the bucket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Brunson against McCollum. Outside, Redick to end the run. Buries it from three-point range.
One of the best at moving without the ball. Catch and shoot opportunity for J.J. Redick.
McCollum finds Hollis Jefferson. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And it's Giles missing. Mavericks trailed by 4. A 3-ball. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley-Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
Trailblazers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Now McCollum to the inside. There's Hollis Jefferson. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Powell. It's tipped. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Finney-Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. And it's all evened up.
Well, a 7-footer that has a bit of moxie. Willie Cauley-Stein loves to play rough down low.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Little. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Mavericks trailed by 3. And here's Brunson. of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Cauley Stein, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Outside, Redick. Back to Brunson. Banked in off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
There's the feed to Carmelo. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum against Brunson. And he makes good on the layup. McCollum's got his first basket of the night.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Brunson kicks to Finney Smith. Fires from 18. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson, covered by Redick. A pass to Carmelo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Redick for 3. Little with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him. A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Doubled by McCollum. Outside, Redick. Back to Brunson. This one for 3. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Inside, Hollis Jefferson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Jones against Doncic.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go for him.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Richardson. Richardson's got his first bucket in this one. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Lets it go from 11. Good as the jump shot falls. Lillard's got 7.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
Doncic against Jones. Doncic with the bucket.
They ran that play exactly as it was drawn up. Nice job.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard dishes to Covington. Back to Lillard. From deep. Trailblazers keep it alive. And Cantor able to finish.
There's the positive attitude, the strong work ethic of Cantor. Great putback.
Here's Doncic. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Richardson the pass to Doncic. 5 to shoot. Here's Porzingis, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Oh, in between game for Porzingis. That one's on target.
Lillard with it. 7 points in the game. From deep three-point range, and the three ball is good. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
So we've reached. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Well, he's been an elite scorer for... And that'll do...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Lillard in at the 1.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Lillard outside. Now Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From deep. Lillard misses.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Trailblazers leading by 4. He kicks it to Kanter. Passes to Nurkic. Lillard against Porzingis. Fires for 3. Tips it, and Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Pass to Richardson. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Richardson's got his second bucket of the night. Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. And then jammed down right as he goes. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Free throw drops from Marjanovic. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Dallas shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
To the right side. Here's Giles. Guarded by Marjanovic. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance from deep. Richardson. The shot off that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Giles. Guarded by Marjanovic. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Doncic, no good.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
And here's McCollum for three. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very good.
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? And Porzingis right through the defense, and a sweet dunk from the big man.
And here's McCollum. 1:10 left in the third quarter, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So it'll be C.J. McCollum shooting. It's on Porzingis. The Trailblazers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Doncic looking it over. Just 5 on the clock.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter. I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Hollis Jefferson kicks to McCollum. This is to Carmelo. Pass to Giles. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. There's Hollis Jefferson. Little. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Doncic against McCollum. Doncic outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
It's all tied in Portland. And don't. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 down low. Doncic, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Doncic has got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to McCollum. The pass to Little. McCollum kicks to Little. Back to McCollum. Passes it to Little. Portland moving the ball around. McCollum against Porzingis. Dallas shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
McCollum outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Doncic with it. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Lillard way outside, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Cantor throws it down.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Jones. Jones against Doncic. Count the basket. Doncic has got 16 points here in the second half.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Zach Collins checked in for Kansas. Pass to Finney-Smith. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Free throw line jump shot. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. To take the lead. And another three for Portland.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
The Mavericks trailing. Now Doncic. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's stolen by Jones. Throws up. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Collins.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Doncic against Jones. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's his first foul. Giles checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Jones. Pass to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Anthony. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Money!
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now, here's Doncic. And that'll be the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He told his team, if we can get some defensive stops here, we can win this game. It's down to who wants it more. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
I mean, every year since his rookie campaign, Lillard gets the maximum attention from defenses. They're schemed to slow him down. That's what's so impressive about the numbers that he's put up throughout his career.
It counts, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Over in the corner, Lillard. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Porzingis with the block.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 2. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Doncic outside, over Anthony. It falls! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And stolen by Reddick. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So Dallas will get the first possession. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Doncic. Cauley Stein is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot.
Well, J.J. doing a great job deciding on that pick-and-roll play with what to do with the basketball. Deceptively crafty when he gets in that set.
Here's Lillard. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Doncic outside. Tries again. Marjanovic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Doncic against Lillard. To the paint, here's Giles, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard's prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
And here is Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Marjanovic finds Doncic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 29 in the game.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. The shot's good. Now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Here's Lillard. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
You remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And the Mavericks call time here. They're leading by 1. 59 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Here's Doncic. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. Yep, that one goes in there.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
Lillard with it. Giles in the corner. Back to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
Shot clock at 6. Now, Doncic. But they recover it. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. And to scrape and claw. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and the Clippers starting five. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Nurkic in at the 4 slot. Now here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Mistake by the defender, fouling a very good free throw shooter in Kawhi.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game. A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. So he gets them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Lillard from deep. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
And that one's good. Beverley.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Nurkic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Morris inside, working on Nurkic, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Lillard. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now here's George. Here's Zubac. Rebound by Nurkic.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Lillard with the bucket.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
George against Jones. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Here's Kanter. And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Now here's George. And then George with the jam.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Passes it to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. From deep 3-point range.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverley is a great shot blocker.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now the pass to Morris. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
George up top. Covered by Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's McCollum. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Portland shooting their first free throw this game. And that one misses.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Ibaka, the pass to Cousins. And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. Here's the three. Connects from three-point range.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
Powell against George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Jackson. Lobs it up for Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
Cullen passes to Powell. Back to McCollum. There's 31 seconds left in the first.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And so McCollum nails both of them. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. Pass to Kennard. Down low. Here's Cousins. The rebound by Giles.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Powell, that's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Right side Jackson. Second chance effort. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Jackson. Ibaka is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
George against Anthony. The shot by George, no good. Portland leading by 10. Fast break, here they come. From 13, here's Giles, and he banks in the layup.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
On offense, here are the Clippers. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And George kicks to Leonard. Unloads from 9, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. McCollum dishes to Powell. Good work defensively by Morris. Stolen by McCollum. Out to the right wing. Little passes to McCollum. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. Everly with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And Cantor throws it down.
And, you know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Here's Beverly. Makes it off the glass.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Outside, Jones. Cantor finds Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And now the fast break. George with the ball.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Outside, Jones. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Cantor dishes to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Outside, George. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Not going to beat Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
1:37 left in the first half of basketball. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys, they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Cantor. Little comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Back to McCollum. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Kennard's shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Back to Powell. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Powell's got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Goes back up. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kennard, the pass to Mann. Shot clock at 5. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Anthony. It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
7 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's McCollum. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. Portland did not hesitate to set the pace. Amped up and ready off. And
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 2 guard. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. That'll be a 5-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Now Jones. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Clippers now. Trailblazers leading by 16. Lillard scanning the floor. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 10 points.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Outside, Jones. Lillard against Beverly. Lock at 6. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. George, they grab their own miss. Morris passes to Zubac. Back to George. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. 6 points for George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Kanter, the pass to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Nurkic can't hit.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break. 3 out of 4 coming out of the half. Showing good execution on the offensive end.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game. Oh, no, he didn't.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Nicholas Batum. Here's Jackson. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Jackson against McCollum. And the rejection by Ibaka. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And they go to the intentional foul. Ibaka outside. And it's Portland with the rebound. Giles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Hands checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Jackson from long range. Here's Cousins. Second shot opportunity. Can't connect from short range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
To the paint. Ibaka down low. Anthony on him. Shots good by Ibaka.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here are the Trailblazers now. McCollum dishes to Powell. Back to McCollum. Pass to Giles. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 8 points.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
The drive by Jackson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And so it's Portland with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Kennard is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ibaka, and it's man in at the small forward. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. Ibaka, the pass to man. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's foul number 2 for him. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Clippers trail by 19. George looking over the floor. Nurkic with the steal. Passes it to Canner. And Canner throws it down.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Outside, George. Kicks it to Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's George missing. Trailblazers leading by 21. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Jones, no one around him. Good on the three-point shot.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Hope they get it back. And George kicks to Beverly. He dishes it to Leonard. 6 to shoot. It's good from long range.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
There's the pass to Simons. Over Beverly. Kicks it out to Covington. Off target from three-point range.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Shot from 16. Here's Simons. There's the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 19. Here's Beverly. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
I like seeing Patrick Beverly attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter oriented.
Here's Simons. Pass to Covington. Here's Simons. The tray. Morris with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Trailblazers leading by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jusuf Nurkic.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it. And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
From deep three-point range, rebound Kawhi Leonard.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Lillard against Beverly. 36 seconds left in the game. Beverly against Lillard. From deep. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Lillard with it. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference. Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City. And the Nuggets will look to use it as they get ready to take the floor. The beautiful sky. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 2 guard. And for the Nuggets, we've got Murray. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Murray surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Shot from free throw range. That one a little long. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
Yeah, and I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
To the inside, Bol. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
Pass to Kanter. Back to Lillard. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Barton, and a wide open look for Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take them to another level for sure.
For Portland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Covington passes to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Now the pass to Bol. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. Three-pointer, Barton. Bol, the pass to Jokic. On the money from 12 feet away.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Tipped away, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now here's Anthony. Back to Hollis Jefferson.
Boy, Hollis Jefferson really draws fouls in bunches. I mean, this kid is just kinetic with the ball in his hand.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Dozier. Morris looking over the floor to the wing right side. Knocked loose. McCollum outside. In the corner, it's Little. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Trailblazers leading by 6. We've got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. Now here's McCollum. No points in the game yet for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
Collins carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Morris passes to Dozier. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. 51 seconds left to play here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Morris gets to Green.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Yeah, I love the mentality getting inside. I mean, they've been bottled up in there, but when you attack the paint, generally good things are going to happen for you.
And here is Morris. Anthony on the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Trailblazers now. And here's Portland. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Giles, the pass to Carmelo.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
McCollum outside. He got it up. And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Selfless. I mean, you need to took your
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Hollis-Jefferson. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then it's Little, and it's McCollum in at the point guard. Here's Anthony. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Now Hollis-Jefferson to the paint. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis-Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Now, here is Morris. Outside Gordon. Back to Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here's Hollis-Jefferson. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Passes to Dozier. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Lillard looking around. Offensive rebound. And Kent are able to finish. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now, here's Jokic. In the corner, Bull with it. 5 to shoot. Jokic passes to Murray. Lets it fly. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And the basket by Lillard.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Jokic with it. Back to Murray. The shake. And he sinks the layup. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. Jokic grabs the net.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Murray. 46 seconds left in the second quarter. Gets it down to single digits. Jokic has got his second basket.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
But they'll get another chance. Lillard from outside drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 13.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
And here is Murray after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. It's Jones on the way. The finish. Finished off the break. Jones has got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And so it's the Portland All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Portland came out ready to play. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a... And that...
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on it. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Jokic is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Bull. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Now, here's Nurkic. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Murray finds Barton. He can't get that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Covington passes to Jones. Lillard against Barton. It's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now, here's Bull. Pass to Murray. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot goes down.
I don't think you can afford to give Murray any room to shoot his shot. I mean, he is a terrific scorer who continues to get better.
Outside, Jones. Down low, it's deflected. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Murray against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Cantor dishes to Lillard. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Two minutes into the second half of play now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. It's stolen by Anthony. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball. McGee with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And here's McCollum. And the layup's good off the glass. McCollum's got 6.
I mean, call him a combo guard, 2, whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost. And when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Now, here is Morris. He has 6. Lays it up off the glass. 8 points for him.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now McCollum. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. McGee with the block. And he gets it back. And the basket by McCollum.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Boy, he's like mortar when you look at Rondé Hollis Jefferson. He's a guy that holds things together, plays with great energy and effort, and that's contagious and also beneficial for a team.
And McGee kicks to Morris. Here's Dozier, covered by Hollis Jefferson. And the pass to Morris. Second chance shot. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here is Morris. 8 points for him. Kicks to Gordon. The dish to Green. Morris with the ball. Here's Gordon, and he makes that one.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Here's McCollum. 8 points for him. The shot comes out. And so it's Portland holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Giles is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Little in at the 3, the small forward. And Portland has possession. Denver getting their last shot to go. Out to Anthony. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. A baseline jam. Offensive rebound. Anthony, the pass to Giles. Portland moving the ball around. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Passes it to McGee. Back to Morris. From past the arc. Portland grabs the miss.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver, trailing by 13. And they go to the intentional foul, and Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Now here's Murray. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Back to Jokic. Outside for Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. Left side, Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Barton. Back to Murray. From deep. Ball dishes to Murray. Here's Jokic. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 15. Inside. And finished off by Nurkic.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Bull. And Porter, here we go. Stolen by Cantor. Jones against Murray. Jones the pass to Lillard. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
On defense, Denver. Following the score by Damian Lillard. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And the dunk by Bull.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Portland.
Trailblazers leading by 17.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Lillard fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray outside. Pass to Barton. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot from 20 feet away. And Denver again with the bucket.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Lillard with no one around. Nailed from three-point land. And the Trailblazers lead by 19. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Jones looking for an opening, and so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A stunning view of the moon over our party. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at shooting guard. And for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot. Now here's Richardson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends. Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick.
Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Richardson finds Porzingis. Now Marjanovic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. Good. Doncic has got 5 now.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Now here's Lillard. From deep 3-point range. They get it back. Kanter kicks to Covington. Lillard from outside. Kicks it out to Covington. From deep. Lillard again missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
The 3 for Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Now, here's Lillard. Portland again missing.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Doncic outside. Takes the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. He's got 11.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Another 3 for Dallas.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Trailblazers trail by 13. They need this, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
Seems confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Finney-Smith kicks to Brunson. Here's Powell back to Brunson, taken away by Anthony. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's Whittle finishing it off.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Brunson. Redick passes to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Fires the 3. No good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Little dishes to Carmelo. Giles kicks to McCullough. A 3-pointer, no good. Dallas leading by 8.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Now here's Little, following the missed shot by Willie Cauley-Stein. A 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Brunson. Hands it from downtown.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 9 points. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Goes up on the wing. Here's Childs. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Trail Blazers shooting their first free throws of this game. The Mavericks have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And here's Brunson. Got it off in time, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Brunson the pass to Finney-Smith. Now Redick beyond the arc. The rebound by Giles.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
McCollum outside. The pass to Little. McCollum against Brunson. Just 3 to shoot. Powell pulls it in. Dallas leading by 7. Redick is in the corner. Cauley-Stein at the elbow. Pass to Brunson. Fires the 3. Dallas no good that time either. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's off from three-point range. For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. Good D by McCollum.
And he's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Anthony's shot is off.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Powell, the pass to Finney-Smith. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. Here's Cauley-Stein. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Staying locked in. That's what helps Cauley-Stein finish off these challenging buckets over the defense.
Hollis Jefferson finds McCollum from deep three-point range from beyond the arc and then some. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways.
Oh! Tell us how you really feel
about that finish. Oof. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me. But confidence to attempt an alley-oop to himself.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Outside, Covington. And Jones now atop the key. Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland with a new 14. The shot misses. Dallas leading by 4. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 9.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter, and now he's got 1 in the second.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lillard scanning the floor. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Lillard fires away from way outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Doncic, no good. Portland trailing here. Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good.
Well, known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
That one drops. He ties it up. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
It's Richardson on the wing. Here's Porzingis. Marjanovic. The second chance points on the tip in. Marjanovic has got his 2nd basket of the game.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins. An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And a close game so far through the first. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 14 points and 1 assist. And that's a wrap with the 3rd quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. For the lead, it's rebounded by Dallas.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Here's Porzingis. Doncic outside. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Lillard. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 15. Doncic against Jones. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. No problems knocking that one down. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Such assertiveness. This is why Porzingis is a go-to option on offense. Never afraid to take a big shot.
Lillard fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. Three-pointer, Lillard drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 18.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. And Doncic, here we go.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Outside, Porzingis. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by Covington. Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's Porzingis. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Nurkic kicks to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing. The Mavericks leading. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
They get the rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lets it go with a 3. Connects from 3-point range. McCollum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers. 59 seconds left in the third. Brunson finds Redick. Pass to Powell. Cauley-Stein with it. 6 to shoot. Brunson against McCollum. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Brunson's got it all tied up now for Dallas. Passes it to Giles. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Powell the pass to Brunson. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Now McCollum, he's got 8. From deep 3-point range, again McCollum missing. Gets it off target. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Jalen Brunson. Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Pass to Giles. McCollum outside. Fires from deep. Mavericks with the rebound. Stein's got his 5th rebound in this one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Portland making a change here. Cantor checked in for Giles. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Little. And it's Damian Lillard in for Hollis Jefferson. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
It was great to see Cantor's willingness to bang and bump down low. He brings so much toughness to his team.
That's good from Cantor. And Cantor drops them both. Here's Doncic. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Cantor.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
McCollum against Doncic. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Lillard fires away from way outside. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Dallas has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Doncic looking it over.
After the monster first half from 3-point range, I mean, things have dried up for him here in the second.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Offline with his 3. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Porzingis finds Richardson. Back to Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. It counts. And the foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And a deep 3 from Lillard. The long-distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 12 points here in the second half.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you can trust to make the right decision in these moments.
And they double up Doncic. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Over Lillard. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Trailblazers trail by 4. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Richardson. A second chance effort. Good on the jump shot.
The consistency of Richardson's shooting is just impressive. Defense can't allow him mid-range looks.
From deep. And it's Lillard missing. Dallas leading by 6. Richardson left side. On to Hardaway. The pass to Richardson. Shoots over Covington. Rebound by Nurkic. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. three-point range. Mavericks with the rebound. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively. And Leonard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Doncic. From deep. Another three for Dallas.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Good. Another from three. Buries his. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the arena. A lot of thought put into those outfits. There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Now, here's George. Three-pointer. They get it again. Here's Cousins. No good with the layup.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Cousins with the ball. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
You know, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a three-point game.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center. I just feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player, can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Now, here's George. He gets that one.
Paul George finding some ways now to be effective on the inside.
Here's Jones. Lillard outside. Count it.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Beverley looking around. And Kanter pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jones finds Covington. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. And he elevates and then the slam. Kanter did not like that.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Lillard against Beverley. Lillard the pass to Jones. Lillard outside. And then Lillard slams it in.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Nurkic against Beverley. That one misses. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's Lillard. And it's sent back by George.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
Cousins on the follow.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Lillard. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Lillard again missing. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. From the arc. But they recover it. The pass to Leonard. Floats one up. Rebound by Nurkic. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers, trailing by 5.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Now here's George. He's got 5. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Lillard. Dishes it to Jones. Lillard against Beverley. Back to Lillard. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Lillard's got 6.
Yeah, this is the kind of shot selection that you got to be on board with Lillard. Tenacious scorer, but I love the efficient opportunity there.
Now here is George. He has 7. And George with the stuff.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Lillard. He has 6. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Kennard. No good that time.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Good timing on the fast break. We don't talk about that enough. Melo coming into the play and then finishing it off.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Mann. Back to Jackson. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum, then it's Ibaka, and it's Mann in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Kennard's shot is off. Portland trailing here. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Jackson against McCollum. Pass to Mann. High post to Ibaka. Kennard for 3. It doesn't go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. Now here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and they're able to recover. Count it. Good. Giles has got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Stolen by McCollum. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break, and it's blocked. They get it back. Little kicks to Anthony. The 3 from McCollum. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. The Clippers shooting 41% for the game. Mann passes to Kennard. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here's Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Powell against Kennard. Will it go? And he nails the jumper. Kennard's got his first basket.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Trailblazers leading by 3. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Left side, Jones. Stolen by George. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's now only a 1-point Portland lead.
Good route there from Beverly in transition. So quick, and then really decisive on his line to the basket.
Lillard with it. George picks him up. Lillard with the bucket. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Lillard kicks it to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And finished off by Leonard.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Passes it to Jones. Beverly against Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Beverly with the ball. Cantor cover.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Covington finds Lillard. Now the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Nurkic getting up there and waiting that rim.
Outside, George. It'll count. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. 5 points was their biggest deficit. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Jones. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. Pass to Beverly. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
There's something about Beverly. He seems to be one of the point guards who enjoys the physical contact out there, always looking for something.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Both free throws good from Beverly. Trailblazers leading by 3. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McCollum against Beverly to the inside. Stolen by McCollum. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. Finishes the break with a slam.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's McCollum. And the layup is good. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Inside, here's Ibaka. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Clippers trail by 9. Now Beverly, 6 points for him. Banked in off the glass. Beverly's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, Beverly showing a bit of his speed right there, out of the blocks, hoping to get something on the drive on the inside.
Here's Powell, and the layup's good off the glass. Powell's got the lead back up to 9 now for Portland.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Beverly. The shot, no good. Good D by McCollum. And here we go with Giles running it up the court.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Beverly, the pass to Batum, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Kennard finds Batum. Clock at 6. Here's Beverly.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
And so McCollum nails both of them. 1:03 left in the third. Beverly against McCollum. Beverly, the pass to Batum. And here's Kennard. Off target from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Beverly for 3. The Clippers rebound. And Batum kicks to Kennard. Ibaka, the pass to Mann. Looking to end the run. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. And here's McCollum. 10 points for him. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 10 points here in the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And so it's Portland with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Kennard. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Mann in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. That one is off.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in. And right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
I think Patrick Beverley, for the entirety of his NBA career, is really going to embrace the role of being the villain. Has no problem with it whatsoever.
On the basket by Jones.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Beverley. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
On the wing, Jones. Here's Lillard. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Ibaka, the pass to Mann. Good D by Covington. Trailblazers leading by 17. Lillard from deep 3-point land. Good on the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Beverley, stolen by Cantor. Left side, Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Beverley, the pass to Mann. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And Portland with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Beverley. Here's Batum. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, that's a nice dime from Patrick Beverley there, distributing the ball from the point guard position.
Lillard with it. Pass to Cantor. Down low. Batum with the steal. Beverley with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And too long on the shot. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Lillard's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Trailblazers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Right wing, Covington with the steal. And so they foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Lillard against Beverley. From outside the arc. Lillard misses. Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Portland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Damian Lillard.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And here's Portland. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Lillard from deep. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.